The game of water polo is officiated by 2 referees who are assisted by a team of minor officials who support gameplay in a number of important ways. Minor official roles may vary slightly based on the equipment available and the host facility, but there are generally 5 responsibilities for the team of minor officials. 1. Game timekeeper. 2. Possession timekeeper, shot clock. 3. Exclusion secretary, penalty time, penalty tracking. 4. Game secretary. 5. Goal judge, 1 on each line. This tutorial will cover the role of the possession clock timekeeper. The possession clock may also be referred to as a shot clock or 30-second clock. In water polo, the team in possession of the ball, the offense, has 30 seconds in which to direct a shot at the opposing net. To track this time limit, a possession clock or shot clock counts down from 30 seconds on each possession. In some timing systems, the game clock and shot clock are operated by the same controller, meaning only one person is required to operate both. In less sophisticated systems, the shot clock and game clock are separately operated and require 2 minor officials to run them. As the shot clock keeps track of the possession time and possession can change at any time throughout the game, in addition to being able to start and stop the clock, the shot clock has a third function, the ability to reset the countdown. All the rules that applied to starting and stopping the game clock apply in exactly the same way to the shot clock. Please refer to our video on Game Clock Timekeeper for a full explanation. Game clock and shot clock should always run in sync. Every second of game time that expires should be matched on the shot clock. When a single controller is used, this is automatic. When 2 controllers are used, the 2 minor officials must try to work in sync as much as possible. This is particularly important during a 20-second exclusion or penalty. Let's look at the various scenarios where the shot clock is reset. Start of play. Following the swim-off or sprint for the ball at the beginning of each quarter, the shot clock is started or reset when one team gets definitive possession of the ball. If there is some back and forth action and no one has clear control for a few seconds, the shot clock is reset when one team is clearly in control of the ball. Change of possession. At almost any point in the game, there can be a change of possession. This can be caused by the offense making a bad pass, the defense stealing the ball, the referee calling an offensive foul and awarding the ball to the defense, among other examples. Simply, when the ball changes from being controlled by the offense to being controlled by what had been the defense, the shot clock is reset. Please note, the shot clock is not reset while there is any kind of battle for control between the 2 teams. The clock is only reset if the defense takes clear control of the ball. We will show some examples in a moment. It is better to reset the clock a second late to be sure possession has been established rather than too early when the game must now be stopped to correct an error. When a shot is taken. To know when to reset after a shot, you have to understand how a shot is defined. Basically, a shot is defined as any ball directed toward the net that the timekeeper feels is intended to be shot. The shot can be blocked by a defender. The shot can land in the pool and not reach the net. The shot can go off the post. The shot can even go out of play by missing the net altogether. If it is believed that it was intended as a shot, the shot clock is reset. Please note, particularly when there is little time left on the shot clock, it is very important to be ready to reset the clock as soon as the ball leaves the shooter's hand. If the reset is late and the shot clock horn sounds when it shouldn't, the referee will signal for play to continue with a circling action hand signal. Remember, the shot clock horn or buzzer is not a signal to stop the game clock. If the shot clock legitimately expires, the referee will also blow the whistle, and that is the indication to all timekeepers that the clock should be stopped. After a rebound is retrieved by either team, when a shot is taken, the possession clock timekeeper will reset the clock immediately. If the shot ball rebounds off a defender, a goalpost, or a goalie, and remains in play, the possession clock is reset again when one team gets clear possession of the ball. Depending on where the rebound lands, there can be anywhere from a fraction of a second to several seconds between resets. Please note, it's the goal to ensure that for every possession, the team with the ball gets a full 30 seconds in which to mobilize their offense. A major foul is called. When an exclusion foul is called, the possession clock is reset and the offensive team has a full 30 seconds of possession time, even though the penalty expires after 20 seconds of game time. When a penalty foul is called, the shot clock is also reset. As described earlier, these serious penalties result in a player being ejected from the match and the possession clock should be reset. Let's look at some potentially confusing scenarios. It is possible in a match for the referees to simultaneously award either minor or major fouls to a player from each team. In the case of coincidental or simultaneous minor fouls, a neutral throw or jump ball is awarded. The possession clock should be reset if no team had possession prior to the call, which is often the case when a neutral throw is awarded, or if the team that was on defense gets the ball. The clock is also reset. If the team that was on offense retains possession, then possession clock is not reset and runs normally. Should there be coincidental exclusions, in other words, a player from each team is awarded a 20-second penalty at the same instant, the shot clock is not reset. In the event of the simultaneous award of a penalty shot to each team, both shots are taken in dead time. The ball is then awarded to the team that last had possession on their side of the center. A couple of examples of when not to reset the shot clock. A coach decides partway through the shot clock to call a timeout. During play or after a minor foul, a referee shows the yellow or red card to a coach. Following a pass by the offense, a defender tips the ball, but the offense recovers and maintains possession. While defending an offensive player with the ball, a defender knocks the ball out of the offensive player's hands, but the offense maintains possession. While defending an offensive player controlling the ball, a defender manages to get into a battle for possession with the offensive player. It may seem that the ball almost changes possession several times before one player has clear control of the ball. If the defender wins the battle and now controls the ball, this is a turnover and the clock is reset. If the offense prevails and manages to reclaim clear control of the ball, the clock is not reset. So let's recap. There are several instances in which the shot clock gets reset. Start of play. Change of possession. A shot is taken. After a rebound is retrieved by either team. A major foul, exclusion or penalty, is called. A disqualification or brutality is called. The possession clock is not reset when there is not a clear change of possession. That is, if the ball is tipped by a defender, or there is some back and forth action to control the ball. When a timeout is called. When a yellow card or red card is shown to a coach or player. A minor foul is called. When a double exclusion is called. To better understand the game of water polo and all minor official rules, please be sure to watch all 5 tutorial videos in this series. These include Game Timekeeper, Possession Timekeeper, Exclusion Secretary, Game Secretary, and Goal Judge. Thank you.